Shadow Day 5, Part 2. Just going to keep working here. We have asked her to put her head down. She's kept it down. It's nice and soft. It's not bobbing up and down. When I ask her to soften down, she leaves it down. It doesn't bob right up. Now I'll ask for a give. And my goal is not to bring her head all the way down, but just ask for a give. So we're just going to move her out a little bit. Kind of introduce her to the whole arena again. And do transitions up and down, transitions back and forth. Just working her whole shoulder. Now I love it. She's moving forward much better today. I don't have to do near the work I did yesterday. They're going to tell me how the ride's going to go. I'm also doing, when I'm working on this, is really because sometimes I'm watching her rib cage and how she's tracking the circle and working on her balance through the circle. Making sure she's staying balanced. Because that's what can get us into trouble when they get unbalanced. They have a tendency to, that's when they'll jump, that's when they'll brace. So I'm really working on keeping her balanced through the circle. I'm riding her into the bridle. Not just standing here, I'm really riding her into the bridle. Riding her from the ground. Did a couple of transitions. Now I halt. Want her to halt. Like I said, this is, whatever I do on the ground, I want to make sure it corresponds to the saddle. When my energy goes up, she should go up. When my energy stops, she should stop. So I don't want her whipping around here. It's not what a lot of people call is getting the spunk out or getting the energy out. No, I'm not doing that. I want to get her balanced. I want to get her thinking, and I want to see how my ride's going to be that day. So just ask her to move those shoulders over and ask her to walk off. Seeing if she runs into me or if she goes around me. And you can see she's still looking around. That's why I ride her forward to the bridle. When I ride her forward, if you notice when she looked around, I didn't use my hands. I rode her forward. Now we're just going to start walking around the arena because I want her to see the whole arena. Because she's not far under saddle. I want to make sure I see what she does when we get all around the arena. If you notice, I walk with her. And then I halt and I have her go around me. Try to be a post on part of it. On part of our circling around the arena. I want to see what she'll do when she hits the bridle. When she hits the bridle, I want her to soften to it. Just going to ask her to do a transition in the other direction. Now she backed off of that. I like that. She didn't brace against it and hop over. Wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I rode her through it. I didn't stop and turn. We went forward through that turn. A lot of people aren't going to, when we look how much energy she has today, and as she's doing this, a lot of people are going to be, a lot of people would be more scared to get on her. Actually, today I probably feel more safe on her because she's got more forward impulsion. And she's not going out of control. I can ride those transitions. Those transitions are very nice. They're not a jump. But I am a little worried more about the transitions from side to side. When I ask her to bring her shoulders through. That's where I want to make work. Now, she wants to smell the ground. That is fine. I want her to be curious. Curiosity is the opposite of fear. Just ask her to transition up, and I'm just going to wait for her to come back. I ride her back down to walk. I halt. She should halt. She gets distracted. That's okay. I'm going to tighten the cinch one more time. Again, I tighten the cinch multiple times because I don't want her to get cinchy. Now right here, she's pushing on me. There was her going around me and her pushing on me, telling me to move over. I just tightened it. And then, I corrected her a little bit for running into me. Just asking her to move away from me, not into me. I do want to work on these shoulders going back and forth before I hop on. Because this is, this is where I can get in trouble. This is where, when she changes sides, when she changes brains, this is where I could, run into some problems. She wants to kind of dive into me, especially in this direction. She wants, instead of, reaching that foot out and around, she wants to just go forward into me. I want her to be able to readjust her. Yep, there she does it again. She just pushes on me. She doesn't really turn the shoulders. She turns her head, but she never turns her shoulders. So, you can see she's having a little hard time. Yes, she's changing directions, but no, she's not doing it correctly. And I want her to lift her chest up. And you see, that's where, if I was riding her, that might, that might scare the owner. Then they'll grab at her face. I want to be able to adjust her right now. That was a little bit better. Every time she does it a little bit better, give her a little bit longer. And see, when they do that, they also pull on the bridle. I want her to be able to, because she doesn't know how to readjust her body weight. She just puts it all in the forehand. So I'm going to use the rail a little bit. That wasn't working. I don't want to get more aggressive because, she already is overreacting a little bit. More than I'd want her to. Of course, there comes my little helper. Which I wish she wouldn't help. She just gets excited when the horses get excited. And you see I have her a little bit farther away from me. And see, she's not really falling. There, that was a little better. I really want to get this out before I get on her. Because this is, like I said, this is my safety. And you'll see Lucy disappear here in a second. She did. I just brought her adrenaline up. And we were able to control it. That's what I want to get before I get on. Can I bring her energy up and get a little bit more aggressive, get her to do the right maneuver, and then be able to bring it down. Now let's slow it down a little bit and see if we still have the maneuver the correct way or the wrong way. Now we got the shoulders moving a little bit and her rocking a little bit more to the rear end. There we go. It's getting better. Like I said, I wanted to get that out a little bit more before I hop on. You see she's calming down now. Her tail's coming off between her legs. And she's moving forward a little better. I needed to do that. We needed to get that done.